All right, everyone, I'm streaming now. Let's see how this works. I set it down to 1440, and we'll see if this helps at all. So let's see if it works good, and go from there, right? YouTube. All right, thank you for staying with me. For those of you that have, I know that I'm doing this test again, so I do apologize. Now I'm trying it at 1440p. Seeing what happens. As you can see, quality is not 4K now, but it's 1440 60 frames a second. Okay, Otto, no problem. Hey, Alan. All right, guys. I'm doing this test again. We'll see if it helps. Now back to this little test here. As you can see, it is an interesting device. I'm pretty certain that this would probably be ideal if it can actually be used as an input source with OBS. That would be pretty slick. So I'll have to do a little bit more research and see what I can find. Getting this and this is a no-brainer if we can do live content, right? So we will find out. All right, back to the test. The test is Star Citizen streaming, and right now I'm using the CPU again, but at 1440. Let's see what type of performance we're gonna get. So let's see. Very good. All right, and exit. Very nice. And launch the game. IO Kona says, you're one of the better gaming computer vids for SC. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. IO Kona, without you guys, and even a shout out to my recent subscribers, I don't know if I would be putting so much effort to share it with just everybody. I'd probably keep it with a small group of people, but the fact that Star Citizen is for everyone, I want to make sure that everyone feels included in this. All right, so far so good. We're gonna join friends and see what happens. Same server, I guess. And we will see if OBS is what it... People ask me, why don't you use OBS? OBS is the best thing since sliced bread. And it is. It's probably pretty good. I use a few other ones that are out there as well. It's just, I want to do 4K. And Nvidia just doesn't give me that option right now. Which is understandable. You probably need 2 video cards if you're going to use. Or separate, external system doing encoding, which is probably what I'm going to go at. It's probably the way I'm going to go. So I'm leaning towards that because I want to use a CPU. But if I get a capture card, I'll probably get better quality anyway. If I can use the capture card to record locally onto the secondary computer and dedicate a system fully so you guys get to see what this system really can push, that's even better. All right, so now we're using the CPU as encoding, but we're encoding at 1440 60 frames a second, which technically is probably the same amount of bandwidth as 2K. But see, using the Nvidia experience, I can do that and get decent performance. Of course, I wouldn't be using the CPU using that. I would just be using the GPU. So far, when I'm stationary, it seems to be okay. Well, I think I'm going to go back to 30 frames a second. 60 frames a second might be stretching it a little bit because it's not smooth. Right, guys? Does it feel smooth? Not at all, does it? At least it hasn't crashed yet. So definitely good. I haven't messed with the affinity at all. So and you can see how it's working right now. Drop frames to 0. 12,000 up. 60 frames a second. CPU 30 frames. 30% rather. 31%. So, oh, let's see what you say. Yobanda says, have you tried using a 709 color profile with NVMC for wider color range? You say you're not happy with the colors. I haven't tried that. Yeah, let's try that next time. Right now I'm doing CPU, seeing how the performance is, but I will go under settings, and here I would go to this, and stream audio video advanced, and I will try this after. Okay. All right, so far, how's the performance? Is it stuttery? Well, we know it's 100% CPU. It's pretty much the same thing. So when I move it, yeah, it's definitely encoding at 100%. Let's just see how bad it is. Okay, I'm going to do something not moving, just zooming in and out. In and out. Yeah. At least it's not crashing, eh? But yeah, 100 CPU usage is not good, 100%. It's definitely not what I want. Alright, so I'm going to go over here and change the settings. I'm going to change it to this and hit apply. I might have to stop it. So I'm going to here's the settings, advanced, full. There you go, guys. Here it is, and I put it to full, and I'm not using the CPU. I'm using the GPU now. That's terrible. Streaming, output, here it is. All right, let's see how this works. Let's see if this is any better. And this is still 1440, 60 frames a second. I know Nvidia can do this no problem. So it's surprising. I'm at 38 frames a second, so I'm going to go R, display, info 3. Yeah, OBS adds overhead unnecessarily, but it's 40 frames a second. I mean, it's not bad. So you guys back, right? Everybody's happy? Yeah, I did. Yeah, but Yobandis, I shut down OBS and stopped it and then restarted it again. So far, I think on the on Nvidia, it's pretty good. But notice that added overhead. Yeah, that's why I like using Nvidia Experience. They have, unfortunately, an edge over OBS's streaming codec. See, there's this streaming codec here, the NVENC, and I don't know what it's called, but I think it's NV something something something. But it's Nvidia's codec that basically allows it to capture what is going to be rendered on the screen before it's even rendered on the screen, or at the same time. I can see it looks great, but I have a 10-bit 4K monitor. Oh, okay. That means you're not getting a HDR, right, guys? Oh. Let's see. Don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Oh, he moved. Yeah, there's stutters, guys. Yeah. So do you guys see the stutter? You guys are seeing that, right? See, that's one of the nice things about OBS is I can stop the streamer, the encoder, but the stutter is unacceptable. Yeah. If I'm going to use OBS and I want to stick with, 4K plus, I'm going to definitely go with this external system. Or add another video card to do the encoding, but even then, right? It's pretty much concluded. Test concluded. What do you guys think? It's definitely not RAM. That's not the bottleneck here. Anybody can chime in and just say something. What at least, even if you don't have any experience, based on our little test that we did, and you guys kind of were with me during this whole time. I mean, you even gave me some likes, which is appreciated. And those that recently subscribed or are thinking of subscribing, please do. Just another feather in my cap. They're saying I'm doing okay. Right, there we go. It loaded the texture a little slow. Okay. Yeah. So you can see the performance here, guys. It's at 1440, 60 frames a second. It's an added overhead. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do something else. Notice how I have this in studio mode? I'm going to get rid of studio mode. In fact, I'm just going to close this, not that way. I'm going to minimize it rather and see if performance improves a little bit. I'm going to add depth to field. Oh yeah, they can't do it out here. Compared to the beginning, your average user is much lower usage. Absolutely. Yeah. But with that said, sticking with Nvidia experience is a lot better if it's on the same system. And I can local record 4K no problem. So yeah, secondary system's the way to go. And it just so happens that the box that I have, I can actually put another box on top of it and not have to worry about it too much. So, yeah. It's still pretty good. How's the performance? Is it reasonable? Yeah. I mean, it says I'm getting 40 frames a second, but if you're getting stuttering, we know why that's happening. Absolutely, Otto. It's just I wish that I can see the disappointment is if let's say Nvidia does offer an 8K local recording, because I'm doing because when I plug it into an 8K monitor, I can do that local recording upload later. It's not the end of the world, but 4K streaming should be pretty smooth, and I need an external device for that. Oh, absolutely. If I go with CPU, the colors will be better. If I go with an external capture device, maybe the colors will be better as well. Right? But look at the performance right now. You can see it's terrible. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to stop the stream right now. There's going to be a new stream. It won't be this existing one. It will be a new stream, but again, it'll be also 1440 at 60 frames a second. Okay, gents and ladies? Please like and subscribe if you like what I showed you. When I have to do a little bit of research and I find that external capture device and build that secondary PC, we will know if it was a good investment or not. Well, not in the sense of a good investment, but at least it helped me with my goals that I wanted originally, right? Yeah, it's important important. So I'm just going to go to Gmail. I want to also show you guys, I'm going to read something, okay? So it's something that's important. Wow. That's really not good. All right, let's see if that helps. YouTube's. So what I'm going to do is on this live stream, I am going to edit the video and include in the body, the message, what type of system I'm using for this, including all the components. All right. And we shall see. And I'm going to edit this 1440p 60 and 2160p 30. Save changes. There we go. So would like to see what you end up with. Absolutely. I think Blackmagic makes some good cap cards that can do 4K 60. Absolutely, Bandis. Blackmagic is pretty good. They also have that their software that's pretty much free, so why not, right? Now, Razer Ripsaw records 60 frames per second at 4K. Garrett, I can do local recording. That's no problem right now with the Nvidia solution. No problem. What I want to do is be able to capture and stream it live at the same time. So an external system with a card of sorts might be able to do it, right? For instance, one case in point was the history. Just give me a second. History. And this one right here. If it actually does work. Oh, OBS is such a pain sometimes. OBS has its own problems. Things I'm just not used to. Wow. Wowzers, it's amazing. Yeah, I'm being pampered with OBS. I mean with Nvidia. Because right here, there's a crash indicator from Google Chrome. That's just not disappearing on me. Yeah. All right, so as you can see, this is how it works right now. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to retry exact same message, everything, but I'm using Nvidia. This is the one I'm going to use. This guy right here, right? I'm going to just type this in. Star Citizen PU 2.0 OBS streaming test Nvidia part 2 1440p 60. All right, and I'm not going to go live because then there'll be problems, so I'm going to stop OBS first, and I'm going to stop now. Oh, I don't think I can yet. All right, I'll just copy this back and stop streaming. Wow, it doesn't give me the option because of that. Stop streaming.